folks, I'm Benno. This is the shed. Well, going to get back to basics again. Time to do some bike building. So, here we go. This is what I'm going to work on first. It is the XJ900. It's 1983 model XJ900 Yamaha. And it was a basket case, got a box of bits basically. It has some serious dramas. Engines in bits, so there's some video of that, but what I'm going to concentrate on today is the subframe here. This subframe's been broken and butchered back together. There's some pretty dodgy welding in there. These things breaking frames is pretty typical of these, especially when you put a set of panniers and a top box on them and loaded them up to the hilt, so they generally crack, where this one has, right there. So this is going to come off. I'm going to clean that up. But before I do that, I'm going to show you a couple of ideas I've got for this, because I've got lots of bits and pieces laying around in the shed from other bikes and other builds, and I have a couple of things up here. I'm going to have a look. That's a pair of mid-80s FXD Harley Davidson wide glide tanks. I'm going to have a look at mounting them possibly. The original tank, which is here, is pretty typical of the Yamaha tank from its era. It's all rusted out through here on the inside. Someone's had a go at it and made a real mongrel job of it. So I'm not going to bother with this tank for the moment, and the inside is absolutely shocking. It's full of rust. So I'll be back to you. I'm going to pull those tanks down, and there's also another seat that I have up here, which is, you can see that, which is that seat there. That's off a Honda CB750C from 1980. It's a bike I built quite a few years ago, and I didn't reuse the tank on it. So I didn't reuse that seat on it. So that's really quite a comfortable seat. So pretty much the same as the earlier Goldwings, maybe not quite as wide, but it's quite a comfortable seat. So I'm going to have a look at possibly mounting that. So I'll be back to you in a moment. So I'll just get one of these, just put one of these tanks down for the moment. Okay, so this seat here, just hold it down there for you. It's a Honda seat. It's off a Honda 1980 CB750C. So that was the custom jobby. But just sit that in there for the moment. This is bit of the idea that I'm thinking of. Have the nice comfy seat, and then we've got this. We've got a pair of these tanks, which are in pretty good nick. That's off a mid-80s Harley Davidson FXD wide glide. So the tanks will sit something along those lines, and yeah, with it mounted high enough, I want to actually mount my electronics in here so that they're well out of the way for water crossings and that sort of thing. So that's the basic idea I've got for this thing. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a mongrel, but yeah, a bit like myself, a bit of a mongrel. All right, well, I'll get back into this. I'm going to concentrate now on that subframe and see where we can go, see what happens. Make some noise, make some sparks. Something I've taken to doing is wearing gloves, wearing these things. Getting old, I've had my hands in oil and grease for I don't know how many years, and your dermatitis has become a bit of a problem. So Just protect the skin a little bit. Not saying you have to do this, but for me, it's a must because I like to try and preserve what's left of my hands. Been smashed up and whacked around and hammered and God knows what. So, protective gloves, just to keep the shit off. And I look over my shoulder and I'm spraying a couple of amplifiers there with sparks, so I need to protect them. Oh, you gotta be careful with your fingers. Is I've decided to take all this bracketry off here, take all this off. So that's all set up for the Yamaha standard stuff, and it's absolutely no use to me because I'm not going to use the original seats or anything like that. So back into it with the grinder. Got a nice little thin cutting blade. I'm going to cut them off just above the welds, and I can just grind the weld off. End up with a nice flat clean surface to work on. Something I have noticed is from the factory, if you can see it. Come here, Mike. From the factory, right in here, this is a factory weld here. It hasn't actually picked up the frame, so that's going to create some nasty wobbles and wiggles and stuff. I'm going to brace this frame up pretty solidly. I'm going to change the grinding wheel, put it onto, take the cutting wheel off, put the grinder on. Little tip for you doing this, always unplug it because you're possibly likely to unfortunately start it up while it's in your hands, and that could be disastrous. Well, there we go, guys and gals. All the crap's taken off it. The shitty bracing's been taken off now. Just ran over that just quickly with a flapper disc to tidy it up just a little bit. Yeah, I'm undecided about which way I'm going to go with this subframe at the moment. So here's a couple of things that I think I might do. I might cut this off right back here. Replace that with a crosshatch truss type arrangement. So I don't know if you know what a truss is, but it's got zigzags. That'll keep that nice and firm. These gussets here, remove, replace them with a heavier gusset, and drop the mounting point for the rear shocks down around about 20, 25, maybe 30 mil. Haven't decided yet. This is this idea. Then also I run a truss beam across this section here, probably so wide, just out of a lightweight material, and that I'm thinking to hang a pair of jerry cans, 20 litre jerry cans off either side of it, for long distance going in places where you're never going to find fuel. So if I could carry what's that, 40 litres of fuel plus. I'm not quite sure what they hold, probably 16 or 17 litres between the two FXD tanks. So somewhere around 50, 55 litres maybe of carry that much fuel. That'll get me a hell of a long way. Yeah. Anyway, that's one idea. The other idea is to keep this subframe, pardon me. Once again, remove these gussets, replace them with a heavier gusset, run a secondary subframe directly under this, and welding it directly to the underside of that. I'm not quite sure how I go about that yet, but that's another idea. So that's it. That's the basic ideas that I have for this bike at the moment. So to raise it up, because I want it to be an adventure tourer, and it's going to have the 900cc, well, 847 I think the original motor is from this. I'm undecided on whether to actually do a rebuild on the original motor. The bottom end of that looks fine, top end's ratchet. So maybe find a later model wreck in the XJ series. Get the full 901 or 903 or whatever they were, CC motor. Use the top end off that. All the bottom end bore stroke, stroke is the same. The only real difference is the bore diameter, and I think with the heads the valves were slightly larger to give it a bit more get up and go. But that's the ideas with this beastie at the moment. Let me know what you think, guys. Catch us around. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, smack the like button, ring the bell if you want notifications, drop us a line, love to hear from you. Catch you later, guys. This is Benno's Shed. I'm Benno. This is the XJ with a Honda seat on it. Gonna have a Harley tank. Have a great day. Catch us around.